Welcome back, rock fans. To Here It Is, Rock Docs and Rock Doc Shorts, sitting here in the old rock and roll garage. Thought I'd try to explain myself a little better. Kind of like was complaining about Nashville last night. But that's not really was my intention to complain about. I'm trying to turn the music down because I did this earlier and I got a copyright strike. So I need to make sure YouTube doesn't hear the music because, well, you get copyrighted strike even though I have rights to. I don't know. Anyway. So I was kind of complaining about Nashville, and well, that wasn't really what I was trying to get at. Probably when I said it lost its soul, has it lost its soul? Probably what I'm really looking for is like, where is the spirit of Nashville? Where has it gone? I mean, if you think about the time when, the Grand Ole Opry kicked in and there was just country artists coming into this town, flooding it with music and wanting to be on the Opry and just really wanted to, be part of that scene where they created a culture that later became, Nashville, really, if you think about it. See, I'm working on them still. But anyway, I think that it's kind of like missing a piece. There was, a lot of artists doing a lot of great things. Obviously, and Nashville has changed a great bit. And the time that I lived here since 2005, and I've seen it go through like astronomical change as far as growing up. And then just the scene changing, I remember when going downtown and it just being very much a different vibe of musicians kind of like, doing their own stuff and playing their own stuff in the honky-tonks, and then it just became very, I would say within the last 5 or 6 or 7 years that it's become very corporate. It's definitely changed a lot. You have a lot of honky-tonks down there owned by major country artists and rock stars, and so it's kind of given a different vibe. Obviously they want to make money, they want to sell you drinks, they want to sell you food, and they're banking on you coming in, through the door on their name, for sure. Who doesn't want to go to, John Bon Jovi's joint or Kid Rock's joint or Jelly Roll's joint, oh, look at me, I'm so cool, I'm drinking on the rooftop at this bar again. But then again, the rooftops have been played out so much in this town, it's crazy. Anyway, so there may be more of this. We'll get back to it. Thanks for watching.